The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
We go turn the tide. If you're looking for a sign, turn and look inside of you. Your body is a temple, your sweat is holy water. Every move you're making is praise unto the master, yes. Yeah, 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 yeah. Because you're powerful, powerful, inside, outside, wonderful, magical, beauty, can't hide. Me and you, never lose, trust me, can't lie. Hopeful, till the day we die. Whoa, powerful, yeah. Oh, my beautiful people, full of wonder, wonderful. Whoa, powerful, yeah. Oh, my beautiful people.
Good morning, Jamaica. Good morning, Cuba. Good morning, Haiti and Dominican Republic. Hispaniola. Good morning, Puerto Rico. Good morning, Eastern Caribbean states. Good morning, my West Indian brothers and sisters. Remember, we are mighty people, powerful people. Jamaica, Haiti, Cuba. We stand with you. We know who you are, because you remind us of who we are every day. To the Bahamians in the Southern Islands, who experienced the storm, who experienced a storm in a storm, because being out on the outer edge of the archipelagic exterior is always a wild time. Today, let's remember, we're powerful, wonderful, inside, outside. Just say we can't hide. Good morning. Welcome to On the Clock with West Indian Greene. See, I'm not just Caribbean. I like when things was things. And West Indian people understood why we walk together. Anyway, welcome to On the Clock with West Indian Greene. It is Monday, the 3rd of November, 2025. And let me tell you something. Remember the 5th of November. It's almost here. It's almost here. Have no fear. We had a full show today. And we had a full weekend. I hear y'all had the farm mashed right down. I couldn't make it. I had to call Adult Protective Services after Johnny Cake birthday party. Dear young people, if you ever see me at a party like that again, just call Adult Protective Services. I ain't gonna be don't call the police. They don't have the skills or the training to deal with this. But Adult Protective Services, they know what to do with us old people. In fact, y'all young people, if you see any of us old people at y'all party and we ain't designated driving, we're not being responsible bartenders, call the police on us. We ain't supposed to be there. Let y'all have your fun. And it was a fun weekend all around. I see these flyers for one event called The Freak Show. Let me tell y'all something, young people. Y'all so lucky. When I was young, you didn't know where the party was. If you was like me and you didn't have friends, you have to get in your car and drive till you hear the music. Drive past the scene and see if it looked like a scene where you could, pretend like every other hour somebody posting a flyer for a party on social media. What a time to be alive, young people. But don't forget, you ain't gonna be young forever. Joining me in studio today, I have a representative from CIBC. Ms. Nakia McPhee. She's here to talk to us about a new promotion being offered by CIBC. Young people, pay attention. Because the first few words I saw was from dreams to doorsteps. And I am excited about this conversation. Ms. McPhee, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Ms. Greene. And thank you for having me. And I'm happy to hear that you had a very exciting weekend.
Yeah, don't mind me talking foolishness, In my mind, I had an exciting weekend. In my body, we stayed at home and we iced up on the advice of Adult Protective Services. From dreams to doorsteps, what lays ahead for us?
Okay, so today we're here to talk about our new promotion. It's a Christmas promotion called Sweeten the Season, where we offer mortgages for new homeowners, persons who want to switch from another bank to come to CIBC Caribbean. persons who are looking to take out equity out of their existing homes,
Okay.
and persons who want to construct on properties that they already own.
Okay. All right. Sweeten. Tell me the promotion again.
Sweeten the season.
Sweeten the season. Because, I'm still stuck on Halloween season with all the lovely sweets and all the lovely treats and little kids. Sweeten the season. And your role at the bank.
So I am a relationship manager in Platinum Banking. And what that means is I am a representative of the bank, assigned to business professionals and executives, persons who are very busy in their day-to-day working environment. We offer a special service to making banking a little easier for them. So whereas you would normally come into the bank to do your banking, we actually go out to you.
Okay.
So once you are a Platinum Banking client, we try to make every effort to make it easy for you to do your banking on a day-to-day basis.
Okay. Absolutely. A relationship manager in the Platinum Banking Services. Okay, so when choosing a mortgage lender, first of all, I know nothing about house, so this is going to be a great education. Where do we start in this journey? Do we start with choosing a mortgage lender? I mean, we have the property identified, or we have an idea of what it is we want to do. Walk us through this process.
Okay, Erin, so it all starts with a dream. Most persons have the highest dream of becoming a homeowner. So first you start with persons who, well, your number one bank. Find out the details. What do they offer? We look at referrals from maybe staff members or clients or sisters, your brother, whoever had a good experience.
So talk to people close to you
Yes.
about their banking experiences.
Correct. Now, and it's a point to note that their finances is not the same as yours. So I can't say because my brother got this, then I should get that. So you first need to recognize your financial position, speak with a representative, and get the nitty-gritty. Understand what you can afford. It's always good to be pre-qualified so that you will know what you can afford. And then do your research. Find out interest rates. Find out what they charge. What is the term? What is the cost of your loan fees? So what are the penalties? What are, things that will affect your monthly payment?
All right, so you want to ask questions, not necessarily how much money you have in the bank, how much money you spend a month, but get a sense of what someone's fiscal life looks like, and then ask questions to help you understand how your fiscal relationship with the bank would be like.
That is correct.
Okay, all right. Next question. Where do I go from there? I've got a lot of referrals, and people have said to me, look, we're weighing everything. I may have multiple banks I work with, but CIBC is the bank that I choose for my mortgage, right? Where do I go next? How do I begin this conversation with CIBC?
Okay, so first you need to determine which branch you want to go to. Or maybe there's a particular officer that was referred to you by maybe several people, and you say, okay, they had a very good experience. Several people had good experience with this person. I want to reach out to them.
All right. So I could go in and say, listen, a number of people have referred me to a Mrs. So-and-so. Is it possible to speak to that person?
Yes. So
Okay.
it would be wise to make an appointment so that you won't have any distractions at your appointment time, so that you can ask as many questions as you wish.
All right. Now, in terms of selecting a branch, how important is that for a mortgage holder?
It is important because you want to be able to be close to that branch. In the event that you have to go in for whatever reason, you want to be able to quickly get to that branch and not be concerned about the timing, because we understand that you are busy professionals. So if we can't get to you, you can come into us, but we want to make it convenient as possible.
Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. Can we talk about fees?
Okay. So with this promotion, Sweeten the Season, can I tell you that our loan fees are waived? It is completely waived. Normally, it is 1% of the loan amount, but for this campaign, it is completely waived.
And that's for the duration of the mortgage?
The loan fee is a one-time fee.
Okay, so one-time
It's
fee.
a one-time fee,
All right, and it's completely waived.
completely waived.
Okay. Quantity surveyors fees, switching fees, sales pitch. When I come in to speak to my relationship manager, we can have a discussion about all of these fees.
Yes, we can.
Now, can I prepare myself for this discussion? Is there a place online where fees are posted and I could familiarize myself with the language?
So the appraisal fees are something that the company charges you. The
Okay.
appraisal services or the different surveying companies charge you. That is
Okay.
not a charge to the bank.
All right.
So it depends on which surveyor you go to or which appraiser you go to.
The fee will depend on the charge that the price that they offer,
Yes.
essentially. But I can speak to my relationship manager about these things.
Yes.
I could say, hey, listen, I've spoken to 2 or 3 potential surveyors, and this is the range of prices. Here are the quotes. Are these making sense? Do they fall within a normal range?
Yes, we can definitely do that. And it's good to know that the bank has specific appraisers that we use.
All right, so I don't have to go and find one myself
So
and do my own investigation.
Correct.
Okay, this is awesome. All right. When, fees is only 4 letters, but what a heavy word. What a
It certainly
heavy
is.
word. Okay, things like repayment options, waivers and penalties, stamp duty. How important are these things? Well, how important is it for me as a potential mortgage holder to understand these terms?
Okay, so you need to understand these because these are fees that you have to come up with out of pocket.
Okay.
So in relation to your monthly payment, we can go up to 30 years for a mortgage, and it is based on a retirement age of 65.
Okay.
So the younger you are, the longer the repayment term.
All right. Now, the longer the repayment term, the lower the payment over that time, right?
That is correct.
Okay,
That
no.
is correct. So we encourage our younger folks, take out your mortgage as early as you possibly can. Because before you turn 65, let's just imagine someone taking out a mortgage at 25.
Mm-hmm.
If they do a 30-year mortgage, they're finished with that before retirement.
Listen, I'm coming in to speak to the relationship manager working with me in my mortgage. Could I bring my parents in with me to talk with you about this? Because if I'm starting early, right, I would like to have a conversation with my parents so we could talk about the strategies for approaching a mortgage. Like, hey, if I could live with y'all for the first 5 years of this mortgage, right, I could really prepare myself to take it on and take on the world and the mortgage at the same time.
Yes, definitely. So anybody who you trust, you want to bring into the interview or to the appointment with you, you can certainly do so.
Okay, no, Matt, this is great. I love it. Okay. I think I skipped ahead maybe a bit. The first discussion, because I'm really excited. All I want to know is, you see the property, I see the property, I could get it, and I'm ready to go. But what should this first discussion really look like? I'm going to bring my notepad, I'm going to bring my pen. Let's walk through that first discussion.
Okay, first discussion, knowing what it is you want to purchase. Are you just going for a vacant property? Are you looking for a home that you can make the payment, walk right into? Are you constructing? Do you want to go into a condo or a townhouse? All of these things you should be thinking about when coming to us. So we'll be able to tell you what is required for each type of property.
Okay, right, 'cause I'm just thinking, I see a piece of property, my plan is to put a business on the bottom, housing on the top, but the bank may say to me, Ms. Greene, the property is available, but the zoning does not permit the idea that you have in mind.
That is correct.
Okay, all right. And home ownership goals, maybe I'm thinking, listen, I got 3 children, and I intend on passing the home on to them. That's my goal because you may say, man, Miss Greene, you old. You're a little oldish now. What you could do with this house? But these are the sorts of things I can talk about with my relationship manager at the
Correct.
bank.
Yes.
Okay. Now, types of mortgages. I didn't realize there were different types of mortgage. I figured, look here, I just coming in for a loan, you know what I can do with it, and I on my way. What are the types of mortgages, and are there specific criteria for qualifying for a specific type of mortgage?
Okay, so two of our main mortgages, a property loan. Vacant property, we can go up to 15 years repayment if it's completely vacant.
Okay.
And that is a residential property.
Okay.
Whether it is zoned for multifamily or single family.
All right.
The other is a home, whether you're going to construct, whether you're going to purchase a home that you can move right into, whether you're going to build a duplex or a triplex. These are all different types of mortgages.
Okay. All right. No, okay, we're getting used. Does CIBC offer classes for their customers to improve their fiscal agency and awareness?
We do not offer classes, but we invite anybody to come in and speak with one of our sales specialists, and we can guide you, see where you are now, what your financial position is today, and get to where you need to be.
All right. Producer, let's go to a break. When we get back from the break, let's delve into the mortgage a bit more, some of the details about the mortgage. Again, we are talking with Ms. McPhee, Relationship Manager at CIBC. From dreams to doorsteps, sweeten the season. Listen, it's time. Put your eye on the prize. You're on the clock with Erin Greene. We'll be right back.
Let's go. Let's get it right. Let's jump.
Let's go everybody, try get up on some body. Please don't be shy, the party start. Let's go, man, let's start. When you hear that bass lick, that melody, don't waste it. Just move your waist and do your part.
At Cleveland Clinic, you set your course, not cancer. So when your journey takes an unexpected, you seek out the experts who've conquered it before, and you forge new paths to help fight cancers. For every route to a cure, for every care in the world. See how we're innovating cancer care at Cleveland Clinic today.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Don't wait for a storm to arrive. Stock up on hurricane supplies, make home repairs, purchase a generator, and more this hurricane season with a Fidelity personal loan. Make that move today. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app, Nassau, Bahamas.
Shut it down, shut it down. We get Rick and straight till this morning. We can match that rope so we on it. Bust a heel and door with no warning. Shut it down, shut it down. I can't wait to get
Good morning. Welcome back to On the Clock with Erin Greene. This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. And that was Tona. Shut it down. Listen, I tell y'all, if you see us old people come into your party, shut it down, because we come into mash it down with the heel and toe. And show your young people what to do. And this morning we're having a conversation with CIBC. It's one of those conversations, right? For me, it's about showing young people what to do, right? Here is how you can walk yourself to a home. CIBC is offering the Sweeten the Season campaign, and we're talking with Ms. McPhee, Relationship Manager at CIBC, about this new promotion. Producer, I see we have a caller on the line. Let's go to the caller quickly. Good morning, caller.
Hey, morning, Ms. Greene. Guess how you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
Right, I'm a very important topic today, right, because housing is very important. I'd like to share one or two things with your guests, right? One, right? What don't make no form of sense with banks too, right? Because I draw as an architect, right, and do architectural plans. Why do banks consistently start mortgages, right, and don't even entertain the loans before approval, a full approval of architectural drawings? The reason why I'm saying this makes no sense, right? The closing process for a loan, it has a certain amount of time before the loan actually closes off. But the plan to the ministry takes approximately 16 to 18 weeks for final approval. By that time, you're already rushing the architect and asking them all kinds of questions when the drawings can be finished. So that don't make no sense. Why the banks don't just ask for at least one approved stamp through physical planning before you start the process of the loan to get out?
But Uncle, hold on. Hold on. That point, I mean, that was such a cogent and coherent contribution. I have a question for you. When are you going to start an organization, an advocacy group to lobby for a enhancement of the area through continual assessment? It's just like a semi-professional association where you build a relationship with the banking community and the architects, the contractors, to ensure that best practices are always identified and always followed when possible. Because I could appreciate what you're saying. It's a matter of aligning processes and systems for an effective and cohesive process. But it requires a body, a lobby group of experts and civil society actors to create a space where those conversations can happen.
Because it's actually how the bank is actually operating.
I feel you.
It's counterproductive. I'm being dangerous with it.
I know, but they may not be aware of it because
they probably ain't aware. Ignorance ain't no excuse for the law.
But hold on, okay. But what I'm saying is because the individuals who necessarily field those complaints or hear those concerns are not in a place to articulate them to the bank management. But that's why you have lobby and advocacy organizations, not to fight, but to create a space for a different type of conversation.
The second thing I want to make a note on, which is very important, right? Mm-hmm. Young people, go get your house while you're about around 18 or 19. Don't be stupid like me. Mm-hmm. I had every single luxury car you could name before the age of 35, opposed to getting a house. I waited till I was about 38 to get a house and property. Get your house when you're about 18 or 19, whereas that you have your house and everything finished and paid for before the age of 30 or even 35 and double up on your own. Because if you get your house at 18, right, mm-hmm. or your land at 18, the mortgage would probably be only about $425, which is well less than rent.
But look at it, sound like Johnny Cash.
Listen to me.
No.
I had a luxury car before the age of 35. The Lexus, the Cadillac, everything. I didn't bother with the Arceus because I don't like fruits.
Listen, you didn't hear the song by Vocab? She worked for Super Value, but she don't know her value because she buy a car and let a man drive it around the place and break it up all day while she working hard.
Young people, don't be stupid. Go get your house. And then after you get your house or your property, or at least get the property, right? Because then you have a flashy car, now you live in your mother's house for the rest of your life.
Listen.
Now you're looking at you stupid because you got a stupid car on rims on these bad roads, and you ain't got no house. Where you gonna live, in your car?
You are making sense. You not making sense. This is why I asked Ms. McPhee, thank you very much, caller, if I could bring my parents, right, into the bank with me to begin this conversation, because I think it's important for my parents to understand that I don't just want to live up under them and annoy them for the rest of their life, right? Yes, I am a maturing adult, but of allowing me to be an adult in your home will set me off on a path to home ownership quicker than without that type of support, rendering me able or better able to take care of you parents when you begin aging, right? Like maybe I have satisfied my mortgage early and now I could help you satisfy your mortgage, right, as an adult child. Anyway, Ms. McPhee, let's get back to Now, I see we're still at what should I expect in the first discussion. Deposit versus no deposit. I can take no deposit every time, Ms. McPhee. That seems like a simple choice to me. But what are the ramifications? What are the consequences if I choose no deposit versus deposit?
Okay, so for our homeownerships, the mortgages that we offer, you have to come up with at least 5% of the purchase price.
Okay.
So you do have the option of coming up with more. Now, like you said, I'm only going to come up with the minimum because you allow me to. But making a larger down payment would allow you to have smaller payments over time.
Okay.
And it can also allow you to have a shorter repayment term if you choose.
Okay.
So the more you put in, the more you bring to the table, the more I'm able to assist you and put you in a financial position that will help you in the future.
All right. Are there benefits to the low deposit, right? To just doing the 5%, keeping it sort of at that minimum cap?
Yes. So saving for a home or purchasing a home is not something you say, hey, I'm going to buy a home today. It's something that you save towards.
Okay.
So there are some persons that can save a lot, some that can only save a little.
Yeah.
So at least reaching that 5% would assist you in getting to that doorstep.
I got you, yeah. And I'm thinking, I may have 4 kids, my sister may have 1 child. The way that we can spend our money is obviously different. Let's go to the caller quickly and then interest rates. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Miss Greene.
Hi.
I'm calling about something a little different, but still a loan. I'm wondering, what are the bank's responsibility towards the loan where the customer has been taken advantage of if they bought something through the bank? Like, suppose I bought a car in January. I bought a car, and by June, my car, a brand new car from the dealership, has been deemed.
We say like a lemon.
Yeah.
All right. So is there, for CIBC specifically or for the banking industry generally, are there mechanisms that help a client seek recourse when there's been an issue with the item that has been purchased with a loan through the bank? And I'm going to say, ma'am, the first place you go now is the Consumer Protection Commission. I think Senator Randy Rohl is chairing that now. He may have been seconded to another department, right? But you start there, right? And then I always advise people, if you do not have a lawyer, call the Eugene DePuch Law School Legal Aid Clinic, right? And they can also advise you or refer you to a lawyer that can give you more specific advice in that area.
Thank you.
But I'll reiterate the question as well. Do banks generally provide a mechanism that a client can attempt to seek recourse if there's been an issue with a purchase made with a loan through the bank? Thank you, caller.
Okay, so we don't actually have that in place. We offer financing, but we do have in-house counsel that can guide you. Like you said, going to the legal clinics to find out what your rights are in that position.
All right, and I just remembered to the caller, if you're still listening, we have now a financial ombudsman, right? Now, I'm not saying that the financial ombudsman is the answer, but the financial ombudsman should be able to refer you, right, either to the most effective or suitable process, right? They may say, listen, you may need to go to the financial crimes or the financial investigation unit. You may need to go to CDU, or you may need to go to the Protection Commission for a first step, right? But so Eugene DePuch Law School Legal Aid Clinic and also the financial ombudsman, who I think right now is Ambrosia Hyler. But I tell people, call the cabinet office for a contact for offices that you can't find contacts for. So people have lots of questions, and that's why I'm so excited to hear about a relationship manager. Because the first thing Bahamians say is, I don't need anybody to help me in a relationship with my money. Me and my money are good, but you'll be surprised how a relationship manager can help you make sounder, wiser decisions about specific banking choices and your money generally. Miss McPhee, okay, interest rates. Now, I'm certain I heard you say earlier for this particular campaign, is there no interest rate?
No.
Okay.
Definitely not. We have very low and competitive interest rates.
All right. Okay. That's all I could expect. I thought we was doing magic. Low and competitive mortgage rates. What are we looking at?
So we ask you to come in, speak with us. Let's see what you bring to the table.
And then we make an assessment
We make an
based on
assessment.
case-by-case basis.
Correct.
All right. No, I'm excited. All right. Let's get back to the Sweeten the Season Christmas promotion. How long is the promotion going to run? How long do I have to get my ducks in a row?
Okay, so we started the end of September, and we're going to go until January 9th,
Okay.
2026. And during that period, you have to be approved by January 9th, 2026, in order to reap the benefits of this campaign.
Okay. All right. Now, so let's walk me through it. What do I need to do to participate in this campaign? I've identified a piece of property. I've been thinking about it for a couple of years now. I walk into the bank. Hey, Miss McPhee at work? I heard her on Guardian Radio, and I like what she was saying. Tell me how, I walk into the bank, how does this process begin?
Okay, so it starts with our first appointment, letting me know what it is you want to do, and I can guide you through the process. First being getting an appraisal report, bringing in your documents. Let's pre-qualify you, make this property that you would like to purchase is something that you can afford. Because we want to make sure at the end of the day that you can eat, you can buy, take care of yourself, separate and apart from paying this mortgage. So we pre-qualify you first.
Right, so I need to be prepared to let you all see my business.
Yes.
Okay, then preparing myself culturally, right? Now, I've been walking through this process a couple of times with a couple of other banks. Can I bring those documents that I've already generated to this appointment?
Definitely can.
Okay, all right. So I bring all my papers in, I come in, listen, I need a relationship manager, I'm ready for a mortgage. And you let me know everything that I need to get together for my next appointment with you.
Yes.
All right.
Which will, of course, be the documents that I need to submit an application for you.
All right.
So that tells me where you work, how old you are, what obligations you have. Do you have any existing loans? Do you have credit cards? Let me know what your financial position is so that we can go in and complete the application for you so that we can make this home your own.
All right. Now, I have a loan with my uncle. You need to know about that loan too?
I certainly do. If it's something that you're paying during the month, I need to know about it.
Now, will a lack of disclosure, right? Whether it is intentional or unintentional, like listen, ma'am, I forgot about this thing. Will that bar me, prevent me, or reduce my chances of getting a mortgage?
It's not going to reduce the chances, but once we find out what that is, we have to work that into your ratios. Let's see where you stand after this is uncovered.
Okay. And how long will one session take? Typically, because I may come in on my lunch break, do I need to say to my boss, listen, I go in for a mortgage appointment. Can I extend this lunch break to 2 hours and then tomorrow I'll work over my lunch break?
Well, typically it doesn't have to take very long.
Okay.
It can take half an hour. It can take 3 hours. It's based on the questions that you have for me.
All right. So as a potential client, I should also have my questions already lined up.
Yes.
I should make my appointment so I know what I'm working with and have as many documents that I have available with me when I come into the meeting.
Correct. And you can also have these questions posed to me before our meeting so that when you do come in, It's about signing forms. It's about just reconfirming everything that we spoke about. You can send emails.
So I can communicate with
virtually.
you. Okay, no, this is great. This is great. Okay, so I've come in, I've submitted all my documents, and the mortgage has been approved. What's the next step?
The next step is now to have legal documents created for you.
Okay.
So you would choose an attorney. You would send instructions out to them to prepare these documents based on the financing terms.
Now, I don't know any lawyers. Does the bank provide a referral list, a list of lawyers that I could seek out for this process?
Well, we do have an approved counsel list.
Yeah, okay.
But we also give you the option of going to the attorney of your choice.
Okay, right. So
we don't want to choose that for you.
I'm not limited to the list that you provide, but if I have no other option, I could seek out one of the counsel listed.
Yes.
All right, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. All right, so mortgage has been approved. Legal documents are being prepared. What's the typical runtime from the mortgage has been, well, let's say the legal documents have been approved, because the legal process in and of itself could have issues, but from the legal documents have been approved to me laying the first brick on the property or clearing that vacant lot for the first time. We talking anywhere from 2 months to 6 months?
From you laying the first block,
Yeah.
I would say anywhere from, it could be a week turnaround.
Okay.
A 2-week turnaround. There are other items that you would have to bring in. We try to get those in before the legal documents even come to us.
All right.
So that we make that turnaround time a little bit shorter for you.
Okay, absolutely. I have 3 raccoons who are looking for a home, and I'm very excited about the potential for their lives. All right, sweeten the season, mortgage, promotion. Ms. McPhee, give the people the timeline again. The campaign started in September, but it runs to?
January 9th, 2026.
Is there a specific number at the bank that I call for sweeten the season?
Any one of our sales specialists will be available to assist.
All right. And can I communicate with a sales specialist online, digitally, as well as on the phone?
Once you choose that officer, you can email them and they will speak to you back and forth.
All right.
And I also wanted to mention the benefits of this campaign. It's not only the low interest rates, but for persons who are purchasing a new home, we are offering $2,000 cash back that can go towards your legal fees and closing costs. And those closing costs, meaning your insurances, because the home has to be insured as long as you have a mortgage. You also have the waiver of the fees. And there is also a chance to win a cash prize up to $5,000. We have 3 drawings during the campaign, and once you are approved, your name is entered into that drawing.
All right, so if I'm a first-time purchaser of property or home builder, I get $2,000 cash back, and I could use it towards my legal fees?
Yes.
Or I could use it towards an application fee?
But there's no application fee for this. So there's only your legal fees and your insurances.
Okay, all right.
So we also have for persons who are switching. So you already own your home. You're moving from your existing bank to CIBC Caribbean. We offer up to 3% of the loan amount, but the maximum of $10,000. And that is switching from one bank to the other. And that goes towards your legal fees and closing costs.
Hold on, so I'm in a home, I'm paying my mortgage, I'm a good citizen, right? And so a bank has a change in leadership and mission. And I decide, you know what, maybe this isn't the bank for me anymore. You're telling me if I switch to CIBC, you're going to give me 3% or up to $10,000 to be applied to fees associated with the mortgage?
That is absolutely correct.
Man, look here. It's a good thing banks ain't mine. Because I would be... Okay. So, switch clients. This is awesome. Up to 95% financing?
So switching, that means you're using the equity in your home. So we use up to 80% of that equity.
Okay.
And equity, some people don't understand what it is. It is the value of your home versus what you owe. So that amount, the difference, is the equity in your home.
All right, all right. Which is why your mommy and your Grammy have you in the yard prettying it up every weekend, because she working on building the equity in the home so that she has a gift to give you when she passes or leaves the home to you or sells it, right? Okay. I didn't know Grammy, but now I know. All right, now, the CIBC contact information, because we're all out of time. It's a lot of details, and I'm sure people are excited, but they want to be certain when they're preparing to come into the bank. We can contact the bank or for more information at cibccaribbean.com/sweeten the season.
Yes.
Right? cibccaribbean.com/sweeten the season. Can you remind listeners of the other ways to contact officers and staff at the bank?
So on our website, we have a list of our offices. You can reach out to any one of the branches or our call center, and they can give you names of the officers that would work at particular branches.
Okay.
So if you're choosing one branch in particular, let's just say JFK, we would have a list of our offices there, and we can guide you or transfer you to one of those where you can contact them via email and set up an appointment.
All right. Producer, let's go to the phone line quickly. Ms. McPhee, I have a text here. I think it's a bit, it is obviously a personal situation, a banking situation. I just want to say to the texter, I will let Ms. McPhee look at it, but I'm not sure this is a text to be answered online. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Erin.
Good morning.
Yes, to your guest. I would like for her to comment on if you own your property or your home and you want to add your child, your young child, on it with you as joint tenants, because government will allow you to do it. Inland Revenue, it's called inter vivos gift of real property, so you don't have to.
All right, so you're asking, is there, with this particular bank, is it possible for me to add my child's name to the mortgage? I think the call is gone. But I imagine that's the question. I've had a loan with CIBC for a couple of years. Maybe had a health incident or weather incident caused me move from the island. I'd like to add my adult child to the mortgage as, I guess, a payee, someone who will also be responsible for paying the mortgage?
So that can be done, but that is an application.
So you have to apply for that?
Right. It is something that you apply for with the child, and we determine who is now going to be paying. Do they qualify for this? Can
Right.
they afford it on their own? Are you taking it out with both salaries? So it's an application that has to be submitted for
And
both
approved.
persons. Yes.
Right, so it's not an automatic
No.
process. The bank still has to make a determination of whether they will accept this person as a candidate for the mortgage.
Correct.
Okay, I just need to know. Y'all don't, you sure you don't offer classes about this? That's okay. Somebody can pick up the mantle soon enough. Ms. McPhee, Relationship Manager at CIBC, has been with us today discussing Dreams to Doorstep, Sweeten the Season Mortgage Campaign. Run through the details one more time, Ms. McPhee, for the people.
Again, this is our Sweeten the Season campaign. Mortgages, 5% down for a purchase, 80% equity if you're switching from another bank. If you're purchasing a vacant property, it's actually 10% down. So we offer $2,000 cash back for home purchases. We offer no commitment fees during this campaign, and we have low interest rates.
Absolutely. Okay. Now, Ms. McPhee, when we started the show, you introduced yourself as a Platinum Banking Relationship Manager. Now, getting a mortgage, does that automatically make me a Platinum Banking client?
No, it does not.
Okay, no problem. As a mortgage holder, will I have the opportunity, or can I have a relationship manager assigned to my mortgage?
So the sales specialist who you would interview with or have an appointment with is your designated officer.
It's my liaison.
Yes.
Okay, that's my relationship officer.
Correct.
Okay, no problem. I know because I wake up every day feeling platinum, but sometimes my money doesn't hit that level. But it's great to see that you provide this service for all of your clients, regardless of how they are or what their relationship with the bank is. Because a mortgage is a massive process. It would be, I think people realize that, like the caller said, if I had known when I was younger, if I had known when I started out. So it's great to see a bank offering this space for people to learn more and to make the best, the healthiest, and the most sound decisions for them and their dynamic.
That is correct.
Absolutely. Now, any other promotions, any other special things happening at CIBC over the next few days?
So in addition to the Sweeten the Season, or as a part of the Sweeten the Season, we also have an auto loan campaign. The auto loans...
Hold on, listen, let's get this clear because I like an automatic loan whenever I think about it, but is this for an
automobile.
Okay.
So we have 100% financing for the purchase of a vehicle.
What does that mean?
That means if that car on the lot is $32,000, we will finance $32,000.
Okay.
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 We also offer up to 10 years to repay that loan, which means that your payments will be lower during the course of that mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, of that
that
auto
loan.
Yes.
So listen, if I get a auto loan, do I get a relationship manager as well?
You have a sales specialist or relationship manager if you're part of Platinum Banking, but you have that same sales specialist who will guide you through that process.
Listen, never discount the value of the relationship with the bank when you get a loan, because having to see your bank manager, your relationship manager, your liaison officer once a month helps you to moderate your behavior on the road. Dear young people, these old people don't be telling you the secrets, but I had a neighbor who had the same car for 35 years, buddy. And they kept, they pet that car and they kept that car. And I say, yeah, y'all, you paid for this car time and now you reaping the benefits of your investment. Ms. McPhee, this is a wonderful conversation. I don't even have a children or a husband or a piece of land, but I'm excited about the potential to become a homeowner in the future because you've clarified the process for me and I think for many people. I look forward to our next session when we continue on this journey to home ownership and understanding all of the wonderful services that CIBC has on offer for Bahamian clients and people in the Bahamas. And maybe a raccoon or two. I'm going to get them to come invest right at CIBC.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Once again, tell the people how to contact CIBC.
Through our website, www.cibccaribbean.com. We have a list of services, products. Just reach out to us.
Absolutely. You all mighty people. Have a wonderful day. Stay tuned because Guardian Radio AM with C.A. Nuri is up next.
Me and you never lose, trust me, can't lie. Hopeful, till the day we die. Whoa, powerful, yeah. Oh, my beautiful people.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app, Nassau, Bahamas.